Upcoming school assemblies in the Fargo area are going to be talking about leadership, social media use, mental health awareness, and we'll be featuring our next guests. And this is going to be a fun segment. Thank you guys for coming in. We have Officer Bloom, who is a regular here for us, David Paul Brooks, David Jr., and I'm not sure, V, if you have been with us before.
I haven't, no.
Artist from Sacramento. So thank you guys so much for coming in. Can we start with Officer Bloom? Because especially the older my kids get, the more I have concerns about all of the mental health issues that are going on right now, desires for my children to, want to lead. And these are some of the things that you're bringing into schools with these assemblies. Talk a little bit about why you're doing it.
We really want students to use their voice in their schools. We don't want students to wait to become leaders. They can really become leaders now. And we really believe that. We firmly believe that. So really, we're going into these assemblies to call the greatness out of kids. I know it sounds strong and bold, but greatness can really be if a student has a friend that's feeling like they're depressed or anxious. We're trying to educate them to call that greatness out, to teach that student what they can do, how they can handle it, that they can use their faculty, their school resource officer. We're trying to identify identity and just teaching students how to be their authentic selves and be real on their campuses, you know what I mean, and use social media in a healthy way, not in a damaging way. So we're just trying to do that with amazing people that are here with me. They just have great gifts and talents, and so we're just trying to bring our message in a way that is appealing to youth.
That's key. I was just going to say that. No one wants to hear from their mom or dad necessarily. I do not have the cool factor anymore. I've lost that. But V, I was talking to you a little bit in the break, and I'm so excited to hear your message, because you said you sing kind of about what you've experienced, and I'm a mom of 2 daughters, and I feel like your message will help them. What is your message, and what do you sing about?
Yeah, so I've been singing since I was 6 years old, actually, and I write about my own experience. So I grew up being the only girl of 6 boys, and that was like a huge struggle. I always say I was raised with wolves, because that's really like what it was like. And just feeling like I was an outsider from the moment I was born, having to battle like not knowing who I was, and feeling like there's things I can't do, and always needing other people to validate me. And so that was something that I had to learn throughout my life, just how to be myself, be comfortable in that, and realize that that's okay and that's the best thing I can do. And so a lot of my music, I talk about that, and that's some of the stuff I'm going to talk about this week too.
I love it. Yeah. Is that, now you had heard some of her music, and so Officer Bloom reached out to V, right? You feel like this is going to be helpful to students?
Yeah, and really I wanted to bring a message that would really speak to our young ladies, for real. Because we've had so many flows where, or assemblies where guys are the speaker, the rapper, this and that. I'm like, we need something authentic for our girls that can really speak to their hearts and challenge them where they're at. And when I was hearing V Rose's music and the way she presents herself in her music videos in a very healthy way, I'm like, this is what girls need to see. This is who they should be looking up to. So I was like, I just want to get a role model that girls can follow well.
Cool, but also parent approved. It's hard to get that balance. And you guys always bring the cool factor. So why do you continue to, take part in something like this? It must be close to your hearts.
Fargo is family. And I believe in all the students and everything else like that. And I just want to, we have done so many great things, Fargo United, everything, and it's cool to see all the, to get all the students together and just to give them hope and let them know, man, you're going to make it. It's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? So we love it. Fargo's family.
Fargo's family. Yeah. You're bringing people from all over here to help our Fargo kids. Yeah. I mean, you're a transplant from California, but you obviously must have a soft spot for us here.
Yeah, well, Fargo's home now. It really is. And Dave, I've never really met 2 guys that are better at what they do and how they present their message. And again, their videos, so positive, so uplifting, their lyrics. So just to have people that kids can look up to, because I have more young kids, I'm not kidding, at every school I go to, that say they watch their videos. And so I know I'm not leading kids to like unhealthy resources of influence or sources of influence. So it's nice that they can have a source to look to that's a role model. And that's what we're trying to do.
And so if parents are watching right now, I mean, a lot of students are going to, get to go to these assemblies, but some will not. How can they benefit from this as well? Where can they find the videos or different messages that you're trying to spread?
Well, we're actually hitting every public and private school in Fargo. That's middle school and high school. So we will hit all those. And then we're going to be making some videos and editing as well coming up here, so we can get those messages out through social media. And then also we're actually looking to partner with your program maybe later on.
Oh.
Hint, hint. With some student council groups from the high schools, and we want to start providing leadership roles to students and getting their face on TV. So hopefully that could be the trickle effect from this, and really like trickle down and let students step out into greater ways of leadership and speaking into the community.
I love
So,
it.
yeah.
I love it. Okay, so we always hear beats from those guys, but we were thinking maybe you could sing a little bit as we go to break.
Okay. Acapella. I feel like hiding out underneath my hoodie some days. I just don't feel pretty some days. I admit that. I bet you didn't know I get like that. I'm hiding from my Twitter sometimes. Everything's not glitter sometimes. They mess with my head. Have me wish that I was someone else instead.